Hi, my name is Stacey Louie, and I'm an Enterprise Agile Coach. What is the role of a product owner? Well, the product owner is one of the key roles on the Scrum team. The product owner works alongside the development team and the Scrum Master. The product owner has three main stakeholders, and they need to interact with customers, the business, and the Scrum team. And the product owner has three responsibilities in order to fulfill that role. First, they inspire the team. They inspire the team with a vision of the product and what defines what it is that we're trying to achieve. Second, the product owner curates, clarifies, and orders the product backlog. They ensure that the product backlog is clearly understood by the team, that it represents the most important and highest valued items, and that it communicates to the team on the desired order in which the work should be completed. This also means that the product owner balances the backlog with items that the teams need in order to fulfill product delivery. This can be along the lines of managing technical debt or other technical work needed for the product. And third, they need to provide feedback. Feedback on what the team created and aligning it with what the customer wants and ensuring we're delivering value for the customer. And they have to do this with all three stakeholders. The product owner has to understand what the business needs are, what the customer wants, and how to communicate to the team what they're going to be building. One of the most important things that the product owner does is that they bring context to help the team's understanding on the most important backlog items and what it is we want to do next. They do this by helping the team understand what's in the backlog. The product owner owns the order of the product backlog, and their job is to help the team understand what the product backlog represents. They also work in collaboration with the team to make sure that the way things get built is in a sensible order. They do this at the beginning of projects and throughout projects during the sprint in an activity called Product Backlog Refinement. Product Backlog Refinement can involve a number of activities, but mostly it's about helping the team understand what's coming, what we're going to be working on next. Maybe helping the team slice things into smaller chunks so that it's something they can finish in a sprint. Maybe it means that the product owner is helping the team write acceptance criteria. Or maybe it means that the product owner is helping the team get to the point where they can estimate the work. Product backlog refinement occurs at the beginning of the sprint, during sprint planning. Now during this time, this is where the team is pulling the work into the backlog. During the sprint, the product owner should be actively engaged with the team. The product owner shows up in various events like the daily Scrum. They can serve the team by removing impediments such as helping the team understand the customer's objectives. And the product owner plays an essential role during the sprint review, providing feedback when the team reviews and demonstrates completed work. Finally, the product owner participates in the sprint retrospective and has a shared responsibility to improve team performance. The product owner, along with the rest of the team, are actively engaged to co-create actions to improve the team's performance and to remove any of the team's impediments. Another important part of what the product owner does is not to overburden the team. The product owner may have a desire to get more work done in a particular sprint, but it really ought to be based on the actual capacity of the team and not just on what the product owner wants. So there's a dynamic between what the customer needs and how fast the team can go. The product owner is responsible for ensuring that there's a balance between the velocity of the team and what the stakeholders really want. It's important that the product owner is ensuring that the stakeholders are well aware of what this balance is. Now, who plays the role of the product owner in your organization? It's the person who understands the customer the most and who helps the team understand the customer's needs. So let's consider an example of a product owner in a real business. Imagine you're a customer dining at a restaurant. Who would play that product owner role in the restaurant? I imagine that this might be the waitstaff. They're the ones who solicit the needs from the customer and who communicate these needs back to the kitchen to help meet those needs. The person best positioned to play the role of the product owner is the person who can link the customer with the development team. That is, what were the needs and were the needs met? Now, how many product owners do you need in your organization? Well, if your team is working directly with your customer, then the customer is the product owner. However, your organization will probably need one product owner per team. And when you're working with multiple teams, you'll need multiple product owners. Imagine the product owner as the center of a 3-bladed propeller, and each blade represents 3 stakeholders that the product owner needs to interact with in order to meet business needs: the customer, the business, and the team. The only way a propeller works well is when it's balanced, and the product owner is the key in maintaining that balance. To summarize the role of the product owner, I would say that the product owner serves as a proxy for the customer. That is, they represent the customer's view. And the emotion that we want the product owner to have is one of empathy. The product owner needs to understand what the customer wants and what the team needs to do to meet those customer needs. I'm Stacey Louie, and thank you for learning about what the role is of being a product owner.